and the man who's going to run this funny night of entertainment. He's written and appeared on many television commercials. He's seen on A&E and Comedy Central. The professor of Stand-Up University. Give it up for Peter Bales.
Thank you, Rich. Come on, give yourselves a hand for coming out tonight. Supporting our students who, as of tonight, are no longer students. They are comedians. And you'll see people coming on stage to do stand-up for the first time in their lives. And tonight, you're going to see people coming on stage to do stand-up comedy for the last time in their lives. I'm joking. But we are going to have a fun show with our graduating comedians, and we are 100% behind them, right? Absolutely. Everybody out there is walking around saying, I have to do stand-up, and they have the courage to do it, and we are so happy that we're having this show. We met here Tuesday nights for 5 weeks and wrote material and worked hard, and now we're going to perform for you and just have a good Tuesday night, all right? Yeah, let's do it. We have some special guests coming up. One of our alumni who is out there working all over the country, literally. Eric Tartaglione is here. He's going to be closing the show. This guy is a terrific. He's a stand-up graduate. He's a friend, and we're going to have a lot of fun with him. We have another alumni going on, and then our students. My co-professor, who put on his announcer's voice to bring me up on stage. Rich Walker is going to perform for a few minutes as well. Rich Walker is here, all the way from Deer Park. Yes, it sure does. And really, it's known as the gateway to Brentwood. It's a beautiful town. He's pissed. Okay, so I like to be interactive. This is the warm-up. This is the tough part of any comedy show. I am your host. I got to get you psyched, ready to laugh, find where you're from, what you do for a living, stuff like that. You get to know me, I get to know you. We loosen up, bring up comedians, and that's the story. Then we're going to end the evening in a way a lot of you might remember. We're going to do some cocaine and go to a diner. It's a comedy tradition dating back to the 80s. Look at that guy nodding his head. Joke, that's a joke, sir. This guy's sitting there going, sounds like a good idea. We won't be hungry, but yeah, I know. All right, and comedians love to come out on stage, especially the host. And our standard question when we're working the crowd is, what do you do for a living? And I said to a guy in your seat one time, what do you do for a living? He looked at me seriously. He was not kidding. He said, I disinfect bowling shoes. I could not hold back, because I'm sorry, sir, that's the lowest job I've ever heard. And I said to the guy next to him, what do you do for a living? And he said, I'm his assistant. And one time, right down front, I had this older, well-dressed woman. I said, what do you do for a living? She got mad at me. She yelled at me. She said, I shop and I bitch. And her husband was sitting right there, and he goes, yeah, she's got really long hours, too. One time, a guy told me he was a mortician. I was grossed out. I said, you embalm dead bodies? Why do you do that? He said, I like to work with people.
Here's what he wants to do.
One time at one of my shows, right down front, identical twins. You know, I couldn't stop myself. I said, wow, when one of you gets hurt, does the other one feel pain? Some guy in the back yells out, let's punch one and find out. So let me start with you, with the hat there. What is your name? Hi, George. Where are you from? You came all the way from Belmore to be here. Thank you for the effort. He walked here. And what do you do for a living? That's what comedians always do. You're a gynecologist. And how did you get that job? Well, I'm looking for openings. That's your fantasy job. I know it is. And that's okay. And what do you really do? You really a guy? Because the ladies you're with are like, and we're his best customers. You're a sister.
That would be weird.
It's disgusting.
That is disgusting. I heard that right up on stage. This is not Mississippi. No, this is the North. We don't do that. Are you really here with your sister? Well, I think that's actually kind of nice. Let me talk to her, because maybe she's normal. What is your name? Hi, Nicole. And what do you do for a living? Oh, that's nice. That's such a nice job. Everybody immediately likes you, and there's nothing funny about it. And thanks a lot. Okay, so it's a great job. You should be very proud of that job. In fact, do we have any other teachers in the room? I hear you're retired, very young, so you got burned out and you quit, right? Really? I used to be a school teacher. I'm very proud of that. Look at me and guess what subject I taught just by social studies is
Home ec.
No, not home ec. Fuck you, home ec. Sorry, don't curse. I told you. Don't students, don't curse. That slipped out. That slipped out. Social studies teacher. Very proud of that. What do you? Third grade. I had sex with a third grade teacher once. Right in the middle of it, she goes, "Spit out your gum." It's good to see you again. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for being here. Teachers, you relate, right? I always got that wise-ass kid in the back. One time, before I even started the class, this kid in the back goes, "When is the government going to release the film of the Lincoln assassination?" And before I could say anything, this girl goes, "You were so stupid. It was in a theater. They didn't know our video." Here's a joke I can only do on Long Island, okay? Social studies. I'm talking about Charles Lindbergh, 1927. The first man to take off in a single-engine plane from Roosevelt Field and fly all the way across the Atlantic Ocean, finally landing in Paris. Oh, you know, I totally forgot the joke for a second.
Thank you.
It's the fucking pandemic. I haven't done this joke since November. I totally went blank.
I thought he was kidding.
If that happens to any of you, just stop like me and look like an asshole, and then you recover yourself and you keep going. Everybody's on your side. This is a great joke too. I'm going to go back and get it. You can go back and get it if you mess it up the first time. Okay, so he flies. Well, finally landing in Paris. Oh, but okay, see if you remember it. Where did he take off from? Roosevelt Field. Flies all the way across the Atlantic, lands in Paris. It's a great joke. And this
And the kid.
this guy goes, "How could he take off from a mall?"
It's amazing. It's
He's so excited.
No, I know you're laughing at me and not with me. I had my phone there, and apparently there was an electrical thing. Well, thank God it was my phone. Who the fuck woke you up all of a sudden? You were laughing and being nice. Thank God it was my phone. Of course it's my phone. It was on the side. I don't reach over there. What is your name? I'll get you now. David, where are you from?
Long Beach.
Long Beach. Long Beach is a great town on Long Island. Wherever you're from on Long Island, to get to Long Beach, it's an hour. Go to Long Beach. Nice place. It's an hour to get there. Lovely. And do you work? What do you do?
Dentist.
You're a dentist. Oh, make yourself comfortable. Spit. This guy, the dentist, is the only one in the room who subscribes to Highlights magazine. Don't you hate when you're waiting to go in and the hidden pictures are already circled and they wrecked it for you? You know what I'm talking about? You did that. You circled the hidden pictures. As soon as it comes in, you circle the hidden pictures. That sounds like a very good joke I should write about the dentist who circles the hidden pictures so his patients can't do it. Do you have any nitrous? I'm having that kind of a night. This crowd needs nitrous after my... Come on, I had a great Roosevelt Field joke, and I totally... It's been months since I've done it, and I completely lost it. Anyway, who are you here with? Just introduce me.
I'm here with my friends Brett Christina and Sharon.
Sharon, I'm very close to. I don't remember her.
I just met her.
Just met her, but
We're here to see Dave Heyman.
you're here to see Dave. Dave Heyman is very funny. He's one of our graduating comedians. Dave's out in the back right now going, I'm so nervous. No, he's not getting high. We don't allow that. All right, we're getting warmed up. We're feeling good. I love talking about jobs. Anybody retired out there? What are you retired from? See, a lot of people remember their jobs. They had a career. You can always tell when somebody's going to lie because you were a limousine driver.
I drove people.
You drove people like me? Yeah, you drove people like me who had more money than I do. I don't think you drove me. Let me get my limo to the brokerage on a Tuesday night.
Yes.
But I do have a part-time job.
You do? What is it?
I'm a butler to a Yorkie.
You're a butler to a Yorkie. Fortunately, comedy is more difficult than that to get funny. We would have rejected that joke outright in the class. I'm a butler to a Yorkie.
I'm going to be a new student next.
Are you really? You gonna take the class? Okay, well we're gonna get rid of the shit jokes like that. We're gonna make vast improvements. We're gonna make butler to a Yorkie. You know, Rich and I sit over there and we would go, no. Gotta make it change. Actually, Rich would say, try a beagle. Change the beagle.
I can fix it.
Beagles are
And then you can do a
word.
tag on it. All right, this is so much fun. You have a joke? Oh, jeez. Watch a professional comedian make a mistake and let him tell his joke.
I was watching the new Fox Weather Channel,
You are watching the new Fox Weather Channel.
and they said it was sunny and 95 outside. I looked outside, it was snowing and cold, but I still saw people walking around in shorts and a t-shirt, and I'm like,
All right.
That's actually funny, Peter.
Every comedy student in this room is going, there's no fucking punchline here. No punchline. No punchline. Why is there no punch?
He wasn't
We're going to work on things like punchlines and laughs.
Political humor.
As a matter of fact, when he said he has a joke, I want to introduce someone who happens to be the best joke teller on the
Actually,
planet.
a funny thing.
And he's a great friend of mine and a great supporter of our class. And he's sitting in the back. He hates when I do this. I'm going to beg him to come up and tell real jokes. How about a hand from the Howard Stern Show, Jackie the Jokeman Martling? Come on, give him a hand. He's here. He supports our students. I don't know how you're going to get up this way. You might have to go around the long way. That is Jackie the Jokeman Martling. Now you're going to get a master class
How'd I do?
in telling jokes. This is Jackie. We're going to bring him up. Here he comes. And by the way, as Jackie's coming to the stage, Jackie and I have a podcast together that comes out every hump day on Wednesday. And it's great. Go to standupmemories.com. Standupmemories.com. We're on a lot of platforms. And if you want to watch the video version, we're on YouTube. Stand Up Memories. And then look at us, we have memories, believe me, and we're both stand-ups.
Speaking of memory.
Here we go, Jackie, go ahead.
No.
Hit it, have a joke.
In 5 or 10 years, I have never been as entertained as I just was watching you draw a blank. Right? John Glenn, Rich Walker, Johnny. It doesn't get any better than that. And then your new friend says something really funny, and you have no idea what he's talking about, because you're trying to figure out what mall the plane was supposed to land. It's a cruel world. So the whole pandemic, there's nothing to do, so the wife watches television. That's all she does. There's what she can do is watch this television. One day her husband walks in and she's yelling at the TV screen, "Don't do it, you moron! don't go in that church! You idiot! Don't go in that church! He says, what are you watching? She says, our wedding video. Now here's a joke you can take home, you can tell your kids, you can tell your rabbi, your priest, your neighbor, tell anybody. It's so funny, silly, clean, stupid. It's my favorite. Not yet. Two blondes are out to lunch. And the first blonde said to the second blonde, you got something on your cheek? And the blonde goes like this. She says, no, the other side. She goes, oh.
Make sure your hands are clean.
Few more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So Charles Lindbergh was, no, that was, oh, that was just priceless. Remember the Joe Bolster?
Yeah, oh yeah.
We had a friend way 40 years ago when they first started Star Search. And this guy was so funny. He is still so funny. And he went on Star Search. And I think he got 45 seconds or something. And he drew a blank for 30 seconds. He started something, and sometimes you say the wrong word, and he stood there. You know how long a half a minute is? It was like an eternity. Just, oh God. And every comic was dancing because it's so funny. You know, it's so funny if you're ever at a comedy show, and there's a comic on stage, and there's comics in the back of the room, and the comic on stage bombs a joke, there is such a distinct rhythm to what happens. The guy on stage tells his joke, and it lays an egg, and it's quiet. And then there's a roar from the back of the room of the other comics screaming, laughing, to make sure the guy on stage knows that they saw that his act was bombing. It was so entertaining. I'm gonna talk for a second. So, I was in Savannah, Georgia with a very, 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 very funny guy, Rich Jenny, who's no longer with us. And we're in Savannah, Georgia in 1983. I guess 40 years ago. Like right now, if you went to Savannah now and told Jewish jokes, they wouldn't know what you're talking about. This is 1983, and Rich Jenny is on stage telling Jewish stuff. And I'm telling you, you might as well have been speaking Russian. They had no idea what he's talking about. And the place was really tiny, and I'm sitting against the wall, and I'm screaming, and I'm howling. This is the most entertaining thing. I bombed out of my head. And it's an absolute true story. There's no way you can check up on it, so you have to believe me, and I've never told the truth in my life. But Jenny was so frustrated, and he says, do any of you people know what a bagel is? And the guy in the corner goes, yeah, it's a hunting dog. And I swear to you, I have no idea if the guy was being funny or being serious, but it was one of the old-time jokes. One more. So the guy says to his wife, hey, she's not tonight. I'm going to the gynecologist tomorrow, and I want to be fresh. You're not going to the dentist, are you? Enjoy the show. You guys are great. Thanks for coming out.
Jackie the Jokeman, Martling. The dentist just turned to his friend and said, I'm going to use that one. My wife's not getting away with that.
Great fun.